Thanks for watching hike number 21. We're still in the Shenandoah National Park, and as an extra added bonus, we're gonna start doing a 2-drink recap at the end of the video. So stick around to get a synopsis of our day. Good morning. We are on hike number 21 today. Still in Shenandoah National Park. It's about a 9-mile hike, and we're starting at the Skyland area. The restaurant is right up there behind me, and we're heading to the Panorama overlook. So we will check back with some views. Good grief. That's one way to start your morning. A nice road walk uphill. Like I said earlier, the AT was detoured because they're doing some water work near Skyland, in and around Skyland. But I guess, you know, it's one way to get warm on these cold mornings. Yeah. I think it was 38 degrees this morning last I checked. So alrighty, we're heading into the woods. So we're back on the AT after a short little excursion up the Blue Blaze to Stony Man Summit, which was definitely worth the effort. We think we only had to stop one time on the ascent, catch our breath. So, but it was gorgeous up there. A lot of people. It's a Saturday, so we expected. But we're gonna have lots more views here on the AT. So can't wait to see it. Sitting on the cliff of a mountain, wasting time. That's okay. It's a good way to waste time. Yeah, this is our view from the trail. Living on the edge. we may not make it home tonight before dark. Right on the trail, guys. Incredible views today, guys. So the next view is right there, Mary's Rock. So that's where we're going to be hiking to after we take a little bit of a break here. We are on top of the pinnacle right here. So the trail today's had a lot of rocks on it, and it's been a little hard on the feet. So when we come to a smooth section, it's rather enjoyable, but they don't last very long. We're taking a break in the shelter. We got about 3 miles to go. It's been a hard day, but the views have made it worth it. Both of our feet are hurting or killing us. Just rocky trail today. Lots of little rocks. If there were big rocks, and that's it. It wouldn't be a problem. But there's all these little rocks. So we have done the highest ascent. We've already accomplished that. That was taking us up the pinnacle. Now we're kind of on our way to Mary's Rock. And along the way, we're going to have 3 view spots and then Mary's Rock itself. And after Mary's Rock, we're going to it'll be a downhill to the car. So yeah, good day. Very good day. I mean, the views have been fabulous. So. Two drink cheers. Recap of our hike today.
Okay.
What do you have to say about it? What?
It was long.
What's your takeaway? It was long.
It was long. Beautiful views.
Beautiful views.
Definitely beautiful views.
So it was long in hours, long in mileage. How long? When did we start? Like it was around 9 o'clock this morning.
9:15.
We finished around what time?
5:02.
5 o'clock. Yeah, but there was a lot of people out there today.
There were a lot of people.
We're not complaining about seeing a lot of people out there, but it did cause us to stop and let people pass.
Because we're one of the only ones that
would stop and let other people pass. Yeah, so the weather was chilly. Layers was a little bit of an issue. I bundled up, and I stayed bundled up the whole time. You kind of disrobed a little bit.
At the shelter.
At the shelter.
I took off a layer.
Yes. So, were there any highlights? Any?
The first view, Stony Man. Is that what it's called?
Yep,
Stony Man view was probably.
Any lowlights?
Low lights. Probably didn't need to go up to Mary's Rock.
Mary's Rock, yeah, there was like
All
40.
uphill. It was a lot.
40 people up there.
Yeah. It was at the very end of the hike.
Yeah.
It was straight uphill rocks.
Right. So, as an extra little part of this 2-drink recap, out in my world event that happened, something that happened on our hike today, but is not going to happen in my world. It's not allowed in my world. Not in my world. This is not allowed. Okay. So you mentioned that you disrobed a little bit in that shelter. Do you remember what else happened in the shelter when we were there?
Yes.
Okay, so there were a lot of dogs on the trail today, but at the shelter, these people put their dog in a harness on their back, and they carried their dog
in a harness.
Not in my world. No, you do not carry your dog on the trail. Your dog walks. Did you have any not in my world things today?
Only that, like at the end of our hike, it was like at 4:30, 5 o'clock. People are heading up the trail with their kids, no jackets, no flashlights, no reason to be going that way.
Not the proper jacket, not the proper shoes. Yeah. Well, that's another thing that happened today was like, someone, like when you go out on the trail, you should know what you're doing. You don't have to be an expert, but you should know where you're going. So someone had asked us like how far it was to the top of Mary's Rock. And we told them, but it's like, you should know, especially like if you're climbing up this thing
with
at like
2 kids.
4 o'clock. Well, this was these young girls, remember?
Oh, right.
And it was like 4 o'clock, and it's like that sun's gonna be setting pretty soon. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that kind of worried me a little bit. It's like you should not be asking people on the trail how far something is. You should have all the apps to know, be able to tell where you're going, where you're at.
So what was your highlight?
Highlight was all the views. I wouldn't say anyone in particular. The very first one was really nice, but I did actually have another little low light.
Low light.
Do you remember that lady who was trying to tell us who has the right of way? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we were like, so as you're hiking up and down these mountains, usually what we've been told, what we've heard multiple people tell us is that the hikers that are hiking up the mountain have the right of way because they have a momentum. They need that momentum to keep going up the mountain. So if you're heading down the mountain and someone's coming up, you're supposed to step aside and let them come up. We've heard that from multiple hikers.
Right.
Well, this woman on the trail today was sort of being emphatic. She told us, no, it's the people going downhill have the right of way. Mm-hmm. And we're like in mile number 5 of this, and I'm like not ready to have it with this woman. So she's like, no, you guys have to come. I'm like, sit my ass down right here until you come. But I didn't do that. No. It's a good hike today.
Yeah, it was. Good job.